First card out, the Star. The advice is to get into receiving mode. It's like relax. Instead of just doing something for the sake of it or letting some kind of anger, it's like reacting on emotion. Be mindful of not doing anything drastic right now. Making some kind of impulsive decision based on how you're feeling. It feels like a lot's come to the surface. A lot has become conscious. It feels like this could be to do with family, to do with generational patterns. This could be to do with things that are close to your heart. It feels like things in the physical got dark for a period of time in the recent past. Something feels heavy. There could have been some kind of codependency, addiction, some kind of trauma. It just feels like a very hazy energy, heavy, depression, anger, rage, frustration, disappointment, hurt. This could be to do with realizations coming out of illusion, to do with maybe the way you've seen life and then seeing it in a different way, or just certain truths being revealed that were hard to accept. Be mindful there's a lot going on within you. You could be experiencing a lot in dream time. Some of you, it could be literally taking all day to kind of regulate from something. Keeping a journal, dream tracking would be great right now. Journaling as soon as you rise. It feels like you could be experiencing a lot of things that you fear while you're sleeping, so that you're not having to experience something in the physical, or it's like it's showing you something, a way to go or a way not to go. This isn't going to resonate for all of you, but you could be connecting to past loved ones. It's like you got the green light from your ancestors. Don't be scared of going against tradition or feeling like you're disrespecting tradition in some way. You're being shown the past, or shown how others have moved in the past. This could be heavy because some of you could be actually experiencing the emotions of what your past loved ones have gone through. There's some kind of message you've been receiving. There could be a lot going on with this, a lot of emotion attached to this. It's like you could be feeling called to move a certain way, like something's in your blood, something's just the way you're meant to be, something's just the way you're meant to move. This is who you are. You're not being shown the past, like your ancestors' footsteps. You're not being shown your past loved one's path because you're meant to follow it. It's because you're meant to take some information from this so that you can create your own path, so you can make your own way. Because some of you, and this may be to do with programming, it's like feeling like you're disrespecting your ancestors by following your heart because something doesn't go by tradition or by the way it's been done before. It's like maybe your way's not wrong. Maybe this is a better way based off learning from something from the past. You've got the green light to go ahead. Do what feels right to you. If somebody from the past moved a certain way and it's causing you some kind of emotional turmoil because you think you're meant to continue something, but it's unsettling. It's like, yeah, we can be unsettled when we're uncomfortable, and a lot of the time that's necessary to change. But this is coming through like it doesn't feel true to you. There's no obligation here. It's like, be mindful of what you're telling yourself. You're free to do what you want. Don't put yourself in some kind of limitation. It's like your ancestors are giving you the green light. You've received the right information, but you may be looking at it not in the wrong way. I don't want to say the wrong way. It's like maybe you do need to put yourself there mentally, but it's not going to be that. This is really not going to resonate for everyone. But the Emperor, yeah, it feels like someone could have moved in the past in a way that wasn't very healthy, in terms of like unhealthy masculine energy, unhealthy feminine energy, whatever it is. Someone, it's like the way you're about to do something is going to help to balance something out, restore karma. The Sun. 555. It's like we're here to change. We're meant to change. It's like people that do things the same way, they can't ever find a new way. It's like maybe your great-great-great-great-great-grandmother cooked something a certain way for a certain time and it was the best tasting thing you ever had. And then it's like you never change the recipe, or you never change the way it's cooked. Even if you feel like, feel guided to put something different in it. Because it feels like a disrespect to the recipe, a disrespect to tradition. But it's like, what about if there's a better way, a different way? What if you create something magical? What if you was always meant to know that recipe, or you was always meant to understand that foundation, but it was for you to grow upon that? And it feels like this is what you're being guided to do. Don't box yourself in here. You can still keep that for you. Like, you can make that same recipe and have your own, but there's something you need to, like, there's an opportunity to really grow something. You're being guided right now towards everything you dream. Yeah. An adventure. Tell me. The quickest way for me to get this across is that we're going to keep pissing you off until you commit. This is going to keep coming up until you commit. You can't get away from this. You can run, you can't hide. It's like, don't leave this feeling or some kind of dissatisfaction following you around. It feels like there's been a lot to process, a lot of truths revealed, a lot of epiphanies. You could have gone through some kind of awakening. It's like there's been a lot of realizations here. Just because you know it's happening for a bigger reason logically doesn't mean that you should dismiss something emotionally. The key to the next chapter is in accepting the fact of things right now. It's like, don't run from your thoughts. They'll just follow you. Let go, surrender, accept. Take a minute to integrate, to process, to register where you're at right now. Something may have ended, closed out. There may have been many things that have closed out. It feels like a complete contrast in energy. Feeling trapped, stuck, weighed down. Some kind of grief, sadness, sorrow. And it's shifting into a very different energy, which could be uncomfortable in itself. It's like the best thing you can do right now is let go, surrender. Get into your body. Stretching would be great. Connecting to nature, going for a walk, whatever it is that's right for you, but just something where you can relax. Kind of get into that place of hypnosis. Drop into your central energy. Express yourself. Do something to feel good. Tune into all your senses. How you see yourself right now. Yeah, the Emperor. It's like you've mastered this. You've mastered this. It could be hard for you to slow down. But it's like you're gonna keep being dissatisfied because it's like there's something that you need to commit to. Whether it's changing your lifestyle, doing something, going somewhere, committing to going on an adventure, to doing something. Maybe it's just facing an emotion, accepting something so you can move forward. It's like you can't get out of this. Face it now so you can move forward. Spirit's like, how long is it going to take? And Spirit's like, it's going to take as long as you want it to take. You can recycle this feeling of dissatisfaction. Or it's like walking yourself out of the rut, some kind of victim mindset. And it could be something extremely heavy. I know I'm saying this like blasé, but it could feel like dark night of the soul energy. That's how it's coming through. That quote's coming through Michael B. Beckwith. It's like, what do you need to do? What would you need to do to come out of the dark night of the soul? He said something about asking yourself if you was going to be in that place forever, if this was going to be life, that you was always going to be in this place, what would you need to do to handle that? Would you need to cultivate more strength? Would you need to set boundaries? Would you need to invest in yourself, fill your cup, create space for yourself? Like, what do you need to do if that was going to just be a lifestyle? Because there's something about transcending this. Instead of letting something repeat, you ask for a shift, a change in fate, a change in your fortune. Maybe it is releasing some kind of generational karma. It feels like you've succeeded in doing this. The outcome, Ace of Cups. Meeting something with unconditional love. You could ask for forgiveness for yourself, for others. Yeah, 9 of Cups on the back of the deck. 7 of Wands. Some of you, it's like if you've lost something or something's changed in the physical, it's like, no, it was for your protection. That something's had to be released to create space for something that you truly desire. This may have happened in terms of tower situations, things out of your control. It feels like you could have felt like guided to do something but wasn't sure how, or sat on something a bit too long. Maybe you was guided to change jobs or to change location, to move, to go on a trip somewhere. It's like as much as we try and run from things, we have to face them. Things will happen out of our control if we don't take the reins. The Fool. It's like take the leap before you get pushed. 10 of Wands. Move or get moved. 111. This is advice for me right now as well. Strength, yeah. And accepting that something's over and done with, is the key to this, to lightening the load here in some way. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. Yeah, it feels like something could really have the ability to take your energy. It's like you've already closed out some cycle. It's that serendipity energy. Like there's really nothing that can hold you back, can pull you down right now. Things are going your way, going in your favour. There's been a change. It feels like a change in luck, or about to be a change in luck. Don't really believe in luck, but you get what I mean. Yeah, spend time in contemplation. It's like there is no confusion. It feels like there's an energy of confusion because there's a delay in taking action on a decision that you've already made. It's like you know what you're going to do, you know what way you're going, there's only one option. But it feels like wanting to just hang around a bit longer in some past chapter. It feels like you're being asked to go within right now, instead of leaking your energy to something that isn't gonna create or build anything for the future. There's a difference between accepting something and dwelling on it, or just recycling the feeling. It feels like you're being asked to face something, to have the courage to really face and accept something, so that you can move forward. There's something bigger here that needs your attention, to do with your finances, to do with your future. Ace of Swords. 8 of Swords. Yeah. It's like something may have had you could be grieving over someone or something, or a job, or like feeling at a loss, and that feeling could be taking over to the point that it's causing some kind of creative paralysis. But it's like, if you was to see why this has happened, you'd be mad to let it hold you back. You'd be mad at yourself for letting it hold you back. Because it's like, if this thing hadn't have left, what's happening right now, what's on its way, wouldn't be coming in the way it is. It's that catapult energy. Something you've asked for. Raven, number 16 on the back of the deck. And the grouse, number 34. Sacred spiral. Grouse once flocked in abundance throughout North America, but now even on the plains where these birds were so plentiful, there is an absence of them. Many plains Indian tribes dance the grouse dance to honour these birds. The movement of the dance follows a spiral, which is the ancient symbol of birth and rebirth. The sacred spiral is also one of the oldest known symbols for personal power. When you think of grouse medicine, visualize a whirlpool or even a tornado, for the sacred spiral will take you to the center. The spiral is a metaphor for personal vision and enlightenment. If you have grouse medicine in your cards, undertake a meditation on the various qualities of movement within your world. Begin by visualizing the sun as one member of a huge group of stars swirling in the massive pinwheel shape of the Milky Way. Then draw yourself out of this pinwheel of light and into the spiraling of your own DNA's double helix, an arrangement similar to a rope ladder coiled like a corkscrew. Analyze the way you move through your world. How do you picture yourself in the act of locomotion? What kind of reaction do you create with the energy you send to the universe? What words would you use to describe the way you move through both the material and spiritual worlds? In the final analysis, is your movement compatible with your greatest desires and goals? Many spiritual disciplines ask that you cease all external movement in order to recognize the inner life. Grouse medicine, however, is an invitation to the dance. Grouse celebrates the divine source through its sacred spiral dance and offers this dance to you as a gift. You can spend a lifetime learning Grouse's lesson on how to harmonize your dance with Mother Earth's cycles and how to offer the dance as a creation of selfless beauty. Page 173174. Something's coming through. It's like there could have been a harsh truth or something's been brought to light. Could be to do with family. Something that's really rocked you emotionally. Be mindful not to just ignore this to suppress it. It's like when you suppress something, each time you're triggered, it's like there's nowhere for that to go. It's like filling a cup, pouring a little bit of water in the cup. It's like there's nowhere for that to go. Each time you're triggered, you're pouring a little more until you're overflowing. It's like that can build up to the point where it's like there's a whole sea inside of you and you're just about to pour out. It can come out in little outbursts. 2121. Dance is a great way to channel emotion. You don't have to know how to dance, just put on music and move your body however you feel called to. There's a lot of movements that it's like in society is seen as weird or cringe or strange. But actually it's like they are great for releasing trauma, for tuning into your sensuality, to release certain energies, to reset your nervous system, to reset neurologically. It's like there's things that you can do and you don't even need to know what you're doing. It's like just start moving. It's like you will be guided. Your body will know where to move. 1 minute you'll be flinging your arm up here, your leg will go over here, and then you all of a sudden you'll just feel in alignment. Maybe there'll be some cracks and some whatever, but it's like just flow. No judgment. If you have to do that with the light off, do so, because it feels like something could really drown you right now, or you could use that to create. Like how waters are literally magic, like the water within, the emotion, the feeling, sensuality, like sexuality, the source of creation. It's like use something to your advantage right now. Don't let someone, something, or somebody else's narrative pull you under. You can use it to move forward. And the Raven, number 16. Magic. Page 101. Throughout time, Raven has carried the medicine of magic. This has been true in many cultures across the planet. It is sacred in the medicine ways to honour Raven as the bringer of magic. If the magic is bad medicine, the carrier may be honoured out of fear rather than out of respect. Those who fear Raven may do so because they have been dabbling in areas which they had no knowledge, and a spell may have backfired. Rather than analysing the dark side of sorcery, realise you will fear Raven only if you need to learn about your inner fears or self-created demons. Raven magic is a powerful medicine that can give you the courage to enter the darkness of the void, which is the home of all that is not yet in form. The void is called the Great Mystery. Great Mystery existed before all other things came into being. Great Spirit lives inside the void and emerged from the Great Mystery. Raven is the messenger of the void. If Raven appears in your spread, you're about to experience a change in consciousness. This may involve walking inside the Great Mystery on another path at the edge of time. It would portend a signal brought by the Raven that says, you have earned the right to see and experience a little more of life's magic. Raven's colour is the colour of the void, the black hole in space that holds all energy of the creative source. In native teachings, the colour black means many things, but it does not mean evil. Black can mean the seeking of answers, the void, or the road of the spiritual or non-physical. The blue-black of Raven contains an iridescence that speaks of the magic of darkness and a changeability of form and shape that brings an awakening in the process. If you have chosen Raven, magic is in the air. Do not try to figure it out, you cannot. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of this alchemical moment. Will you recognize it and use it to further enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from the Great Spirit, or will you limit the power of the Great Mystery by explaining it away? It may be time to call Raven as a courier to carry an intention, some healing energy, a thought, or a message. Raven is the patron of smoke signals or spirit messages, represented by smoke. So if you want to send a message to the Blue Road of Spirit in order to contact the ancients, call Raven, or who knows, the ancients may be calling to you. Remember, this magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to light. In doing so, you have honoured the magician within. Number 24, OPHIUCHUS. He has a karmic connection with the country where he lives. His strong personality is characterized by dignity and respect. Blessed with great spiritual powers, maturity, and judgment, he is a friend and companion who everybody wants to be around. His analytical nature looks for answers within religious concepts for all that happens in the world. A good administrator, he is blessed with natural luck. Attribute, God of genuine kindness, planet Uranus. Reasons for invoking: to obtain the grace of God to protect prisoners, fugitives, and those who suffer unjust punishment, to protect us against car accidents and any type of violence. Page number 24, number 24, 24, 24, maybe check that. Some of you could be working directly with people that are suffering, and there's something about, it's like maybe you're working in a certain company or a certain thing that you can only take something so far, and it's not that you're giving up on something, but there's a better way, and it may mean doing something alone, which means letting go of something first. You can't let go of yourself. If there's part of you, or if it's in you to help or to do something or to care in a certain way, it's like that's going to stay with you. Whether you're caring or helping in one building or a different building, or inside or outside, working for one man, a different man, or like whoever it is. It's like whether you're working for yourself, it's like these things are just these things, like these jobs, people, places, things, these are coming in to help you along your path. But whatever you experience along that path, or that comes in and leaves, it's like that doesn't affect you, that doesn't affect your wholeness, that doesn't affect who you are, what you do. You aren't your job, but you are who you are at that job. And there's something about moving into a different way of doing something. Something's about to get a lot better. It could just feel scary. There could be some anxiety, because it's like being in between two worlds, waiting for the new to commence. But like this Raven card explains about, are you going to explain it away? Don't ruin something by trying to work it out or explain the great mystery. Just accept, allow, enjoy the magic. Surrender. I'm going to leave it there. If this did resonate, like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon. Sending so much love.